playoffs again. So it's I definitely feel less pressure, but it's still I put quite a bit on myself, I guess.
Sure. What's the mindset going into Daytona?
For me, it's such a wild card every year. I mean, obviously we were fortunate enough to win at Daytona in July last year, but it's still pretty unknown. You have to be pretty lucky along the way to win one of those races, but I mean, it's an opportunity to win for everybody. You know, I mean, it's the Daytona 500. Everybody wants to win it, start the year off on the right foot, and sure would be nice to be locked in the playoffs after week one. So that's our mindset, going in with a chance to win and hopefully going for it. I felt like we had a good plan at Daytona in July that worked out well, and we're probably going to follow hopefully a similar one there.
Which one of the Red Wings would you have ride shotgun with you at the races?
Oh man, I don't know. That's currently on the team, probably Bertuzzi. You know, he's obviously really good, and I think would be pretty good out there. So it'd be fun to have him out along.
Is it interesting to meet athletes from other sports and kind of learn their process and what they do to prepare and compete?
It is for me. You know, it's every sport's different, and it's neat to see how each one operates. I've had a chance to be around some football teams. I've had some chance to be around some baseball players, but never really hockey. You know, it's down in North Carolina. They don't have a lot of hockey going on, so I get to come back to Michigan and see that. It's cool to see their process, how they prepare, and it's interesting to me that they start, you know, so early in the day. It's 10:30, 11 o'clock, and we're skating and getting ready. So it's cool to see that the preparation starts so early for a game. And really the work effort that they put into the week in practice and training condition. I think hockey players, I was telling someone earlier, I think they're some of the best athletes in the world. Their conditioning and their strength is in my opinion.
How about the setup for the 2019 season? It's a lot different this year. You got a good handle on that, or is it a wait and see?
It's a lot different. I've had the chance to test it twice, which has been good in Atlanta and Charlotte, and I felt like we learned a lot. I mean, it really those tests were to kind of get a direction of how we're going to have to build the cars. You know, obviously there's a different process in place of what we got going on now to what is going to be required to be fast next year. So I think we've learned what we need to do. It's just a matter of who's going to be able to do it fastest. You know, it's going to be a lot of development in a really short period of time for a lot of teams, and it's going to be a lot of hard work and a lot of money. But I think we've got an opportunity and a really good path to go down to hopefully develop a little bit quicker than everybody else.
You mentioned growing up watching the Red Wings. As anyone who grew up with the team, do you have any favorite memories? We were kind of spoiled when we were younger. Yeah. We had a pretty good team.
Yeah, I was just telling someone a minute ago that I was spoiled growing up with the Wings because they were so good. I mean, the 07 Stanley Cup for me, I remember really well. I was always a big Steve Yzerman fan growing up, and to see him win the Cup in 07 was pretty special to me. I mean, it's always cool to see your hometown team win one, and the Wings were good. It seemed like every year growing up, so that was always fun to watch.
Erik, you spent the winter at your mother's house at close environment. How much are you itching to get to the warm weather and get back in the car?
I like the cold. I went snowmobiling last weekend. I'm gonna hit it one more time this weekend, get my fill of cold weather, and then I'll be back down to go to work. But I'm ready to get going now. At the end of the year, I was ready for a little break, but by the really end of December, beginning of this month, I was pretty ready to go again. I don't have any tests or anything in this winter, so I haven't been in a car since Homestead, so I'm ready to get to Daytona and get back going and just be on track. You know, it's weird not really being able to compete in the off season. You know, you feel like you want to do something to go out there and be competitive and have something to really shoot for, and that's why I'm excited to go again.
Good to be home for a little bit, though.
Yeah, it's nice. I've spent my last 2 or 3 off seasons up here. I'm in North Carolina for the full season, and then to come back for a couple months and see friends and family, spend the holidays at home. It's been really nice, really relaxing, and just not being bounced all over for a little bit is nice. We're pretty busy with 38 races and 40 weekends during the season, so having days where you can just not really have a lot to do is kind of a warm welcome. But I'm ready to get busy again. I'm starting to not have something to do, so I'm ready to get going.